Okay, so today what we're going to do is take a quick look at the actual app. So we made a video to make it easy to send over for you to view. We've already talked about what the app does, what the goals are, and some of the things about it. So let's get right in and hit the start button for the app on the Android tablet. So it comes up, it starts out by checking for updates, and then it pops up a warning dialog box. So it warns the user that this is not intended for navigation but for planning and locating only, and also that this does not fulfill chart carriage requirements for commercial vessels. So we click on that. Okay, and what we see is basically two parts of the app. One part is for the Coast Pilot and one part is for nautical charts. And what the demo today will do is to show that we can go into a Coast Pilot, look for an item of interest, click on it, go over to the nautical chart, look around on that, and then click a nautical chart to go back to another part of the Coast Pilot for information. So we're going to take a look at the Coast Pilots. First of all, you can see that some of the Coast Pilots are filled in and some of them are semi-transparent. So what that means is that some of the Coast Pilots have been loaded on the app and some have not. So we're going to take a look at Coast Pilot 1. And what you can see is that is the Atlantic coast from Eastport to Cape Cod. And what it shows us is there's some buttons, some are grayed out and some are not, and it can download, read, update, or delete. So we have already downloaded this, so that is not showing. We can read it or delete it. Right now it's not showing the update button because no updates are available. So we're going to go ahead and just read it, and what we see is the Coast Pilot comes up. On this side we have what the Coast Pilot pages would look like, and on this side we have a table of contents. So you can swipe over and you can see that the content on the app is exactly like what the content in the actual book is. And we're going to swipe over again. Chapter 2 shows the navigation regulations, and for those Coast Pilots that have made links, not all of these have, but at some point all the Coast Pilots will have a link to the appropriate code of federal regulations, and we can link to that. But for now we're going to just take a look at Chapter 8 here, which is Muscongas Bay to Cape Elizabeth, Maine. So if we go there, the Coast Pilot loads, and we see Muscongas Bay to Cape Elizabeth. And again we see the look is just like it would be in the book. So let's say that we have an interest and we're nearby to Moser Ledge. And let's say that we are on a boat in the water and we see a lighthouse. We think it's Pemaquid Point Light. We see here that NOAA has tagged this with a lat long. So what we'd like to do is, if we're reading in the Coast Pilot and say, well, I wonder where this is on a chart, what we can do is just click it and the appropriate nautical chart will come up, and it's centered right on Pemaquid Point Light. So as we can see, there's the lighthouse, Pemaquid Point, and it's right there, right from the Coast Pilot, and it takes us directly to the chart. So let's say that we are out in the water somewhere around this area, and that we are scrolling around and maybe see some areas of interest that we might like to go sailing to. So let's just say that we pick this area, Christmas Cove, say, and we think, wow, this would be a good place to go. We want to sail over here. What's some information about it? Is there a place to dock? What's the phone number for the harbor master, as an example? So what we can do is we've gone from the Coast Pilot to the chart. Now we'd like to go from the chart back to the Coast Pilot. So what we do is hit the NOAA icon, and it gives us a list of things we can search on. So we're going to hit search the Coast Pilot down here, and we're going to say search Christmas Cove inset. So what it does is it gives us a list of places of interest within this chart. And so if we scroll down, we'll eventually see Christmas Cove. We click on that. And sure enough, it comes up at the Coast Pilot 1. We can scroll down and we'll see it highlighted here where the areas of interest are. And it says, gives us information about Christmas Cove, and eventually it tells us the harbor master for the town of Christmas Cove can be reached at telephone number 207-644-8120. So that's an example, a real quick example of how the app looks and works, and it demonstrates that we can go from the Coast Pilot to a nautical chart and then back from a nautical chart to the Coast Pilot. So thank you very much.